Anunnaki's god, Asha, Usha. And then later, more or less, I'm gonna tell you who this being really is. And it's going to surprise you. Asha, the god of the netherworld, and the god of justice, and the god of the sun. He is seen as the son of Enkaya or Enki or Enkaya, K-E-R, also known as Luciferian. Enki, Luciferian. This is his son, but of course he's not like that. The son is just the human form that they attain, but they are not human. Okay, so Asher, Sama's god, Mesopotamian sun god who was associated with life, justice, divination, and the nether world. Samas, the all-seeing. Samas, Sumerian Asha, is the god of the sun. He brings light and warmth to the land, allowing plants and crops to grow. At sunrise, Samas was known to emerge from his underground sleeping chamber and take a daily path across the skies. At sunrise, that means during the day he sleeps, at night he comes out. At sunrise, Samas was known to emerge from his underground sleeping chamber and take a daily path across the skies. As the sun fills the entire sky with light, Samas oversaw everything that occurred during the daytime. He thus became the god of truth, judgments, and justice. Samas also played a role in treaties, oaths, and business transactions for his father, of course, as he could see through deceit and duplicity. As a defender of justice, the sun god also had a warrior aspect. So he was not the saint as many people say, and he did not die in any cross as many people says. So you know who I'm talking about, right? Let there be truth. Samasos played an essential role in sacrificial divination, XT spicy rituals. XT spicy was an important branch of the royal court scholarship and existence for over a millennium, whereby the king could receive answers from the gods to specific questions regarding matters of state. The king's divinus Baru asked the gods to write the answer in the liver of a sheep, which was then read through, examining the liver and counting up its ominous features. As god of truth and justice, Samas was implored to help provide a correct answer. A late second millennium prayer to Samas by a diviner asks him to guide the inquiry and to let there be truth in the interpretations of the omens. Assist humanity in the underworld. Samas also played a role in the affairs of humanity. Exactly. The being that you all worship. Surviving second millennium texts indicate that his assistance when sought against evil and curses. Okay? So you pray for his name, and then if you follow him, he will help you against evil and curses. Literally, texts describe his protection of the heroic kings of the seat of Uruk. In the epic of Gilgamesh, he assisted the hero Gilgamesh in defeating the monstrous Humbaba, the guardian of the cedar forest. Samas was also specifically a protector of travelers and merchants. So he chooses who he wants to protect, hey? Samas played a similarly important role in the realm of the dead, as he did in the living world. The spirits of the dead were taught to enter the nether world via a passage on the horizon and extreme western part of the world. And I found out some countries that, the part of your country where have the westernmost area, okay, the westernmost point. And unfortunately, I'm on the western point. That's why the garden where I always go, there's always spirit there, and a lot of ugly thing going on in that garden, where I stay right behind there, and is the western point. So in some tradition, this passage was the semi-transit that led to Samas underground dwelling. So in every westernmost part, these beings dwell, and to which he returned at sunset each evening. At the evening, so he's not the sun god. How come he's the sun, eh? Oh, so he come out at sunset. He come out at sunset, is it? Oh, when there is sunset, he go back, and then the morning he come out. I see. Oh, so he the sun god after all. However, tablet 6 of Gilgamesh from Nineveh describes Samas road underneath the earth as separate path from that to the nether world. So let's see here the country and the westernmost point of each country. So here we have the United States. The western point will be here, where the dead in that particular area goes down. So here, so that means this is the point where is your westernmost point, where the soul of the dead and this being is supposed to come out and go in. Oh brother, and I stay on the west, no wonder it's so haunted. So let's go. Samas played a similar so divine genealogy and syncretism. In Sumerian tradition, Asha is the son of the moon god Nana Swen. He's the son of the moon god. Let's see who is Nana. And the twin brother Inanna. I thought this is once a girl, a female. Akkadian tradition sometimes made Samas the son of Anu, or Enlil, no, is Ea. The sun god's wife was Aya, goddess of the dawn. No, the son of Anu or Enlil cannot be, because Asha is the son of Enki. You see, Asha is the son of Enki, and I thought Nana is, who is Nana? Yes, Nana is the daughter of Enlil, not the son. So he would be the grandfather or the grandchild of Enlil. However, story goes that Asha is the son of Yah and Kaya, not Bezabab, who is Ahuva and Leo is the same being. So people make a lot of mistake. So either he is the son of an Anu, or he is the son of Enlil. He is more like the grandchild of Anu, okay? The sun guide wife was Ayah, goddess of the dawn. Samas has a minister named Buneni, who drove his fiery chariot and was known as Samas' son. Fiery chariot. Oh, so he have a chariot. Hey, the Prophet Muhammad will say that he had a chariot. So, let's see. Samas cult saint were the seat of Sipar and Laza, which both had a temple to the sun god called Ibabar, White House. Time period. Samas is a text from the earliest period right through the time span of cuneiform culture. He appears in a wide range of text genres, including royal prayers and hymns, divination texts, treaties, and documents recording business transactions. Business, a more detailed overview will have to wait for the studies. The first literally text in the Akkadian language was a hymn to Samas that was found among the texts from Tel Abu Talabik. Although poorly understood, it seems to contain narrative passages as well as a hymnic introduction and end. The second millennium Sumerian hymn to Ur-Asha described the sun god's shining appearance and powers of judgment by saying that his radiance spreads out like a net over the world. A Sumerian literally letter prayer from King Sin Idina of Laza addresses Asha as the patron deity of the seat of Laza and prays for redemption of the seat and its king. Another hymn to Samas praises the sun god's all-seeing nature as illuminator of all, which allows him to see the truth and trials and verdicts. First millennium copies of this hymn also survive, indicating that it was studied by successive generations of scholars. A second millennium prayer to be recited at sunset gives a homely description of Samas returning to his dwelling at the end of the day. Firstly, the sun god is saluted by his gatekeeper, who opens the door to his chambers. Then he settles down to dinner cooked by his wife, Aya. Samas was highly significant in the new Assyrian royal court due to his associations with sacrificial divination. Approximately 350 surviving queries and reports give details of the question posed to Samas by the kings Esarhaddon and Ashurbanipal, which include worries about rebellions, illnesses, and the loyalty of subordinates. Royal hymns praise Samas and also commemorate the rebuilding of his temples by particular kings, including as Assyrian king Ashurbanipal and Babylonian king Nabopolassar. Samas symbol from the Akkadian period to the New Babylonian period was the solar disk. It usually took the form of a four-pointed star with carved lines, a margin between each point, or New Assyrian stelae and kudoras. Samas was represented by a winged solar disk. This is what they say Jesus is. The depiction of Samas himself survives on cylinder cells, where he is sometimes shown seated and surrounded by worshippers with his sun rays emanating from his shoulders. The sun god is also portrayed on the famous stele of King Hammurabi, which is inscribed to over 282 laws. for the unified territories of Babylon, and the image Samas, the god of justice, presents Hammurabi with tools for ruling justly. He passes the king a measuring rod and rope. Justice in all Mesopotamian was closely allied with the idea that fairness could be achieved through literacy, numeracy, and accurate measurement. The measuring instruments are a symbol of powerful kingship, representing the ability to rule justly and fairly. Very similar imagery of the sun god appears on the fourth millennium tablet commemoration the revival of Ibabar called by King Nabu Apla Idina. Usha name is spelled Usha and Utu in Sumerian Samas name retains logram and Akkadian. The name Samas is a variant from the Akkadian word for sun, Samsu. Oh. So that's all for now for these beings that I still think it could be what you call Jesus. If he is not this one, then he would be Marduk himself. But for me, he's still the son of Yah and Kaya, and not of Enlil. But I might be wrong. But I'm still searching.